The men started dying. Part 1. A story by Eby's Heart. Not so long ago, in a small village of Ophir, there lived a certain wealthy family, the family of Ohomer. They were known far and beyond for their strength and industrial spirit. They had so many lands, palm trees, and so many farmlands in great number. The Ohomer family had 10 sons, who were in charge of the family's wealth, and the sons gave birth to more sons. The family didn't have female children because their father made a pact with a deity to give him only sons, because he was an only child, so he wanted to create a village for the Ojomers. However, Tanko, one of his sons, got married like his brothers, but could not father a child. He tried everything possible and was unable to give birth. He hated himself so much that he couldn't sleep. Every day, there was always news of one of his brothers welcoming a baby boy. He married 2 more wives, yet, nothing changed, his wives couldn't get pregnant. With time, the rumor of him being impotent and not able to father a child circulated their village. Everyone made jest of him, even his brothers. By the time he married his 6th wife, he could no longer attend any gathering due to shame. Everyone will always shut him up and say, "Even you want to say something? Are you even a man?" Even his wives were not left out. He lost his position as a man amongst his wife as they all blamed and caused him for marrying them to be mocked. This continued for years until he fell sick with worry. Then one day, their father called his 10 sons, including Tanko, to share his properties amongst them since he was so old and weak. Tanko, who had only a piece of land where he farmed with his wives, eagerly waited for his portion to enable him feed his almost starving family, was shocked that his name was not even mentioned. While his brothers were getting more lands to add to the 4 and 5 pieces of land they already had, Tanko got none. As if that was not enough, his father spat on him and said, "I regret having a weak son like you. Go and ask the gods of our land what you did to them. Look at your brothers, none has been unable to impregnate his wife. Why will it be you that will be bringing disgrace to me?" His father said weakly, while his brothers laughed and made mockery of him. One even said he should donate his wives for them to do his job for him. Tanko broke down and wept bitterly when he got home. When it was dark, he wore a black robe, rubbed white chalk across his face, and left to see Ududu, the greatest and deadliest chief priest both within and outside their village. When he got there, he sat on the floor and cried for some minutes before saying, "I want to offer my life for what I am about to request. I want this my request to linger to the many, many generations of children to come into my family. Any male child, birthed by any man in Ohomer family must die at 15 years old. If they manage to pass the age of 15, they will never be able to father any child. As I am dying now before my time due to bullying, lack of empathy and intimidation by my brothers and father, may all my brothers also die before their time. They will all die one after the other by this time every year until they are all gone. And may this curse follow their children, children's children until the end of their generation. Your words have been heard by the gods and it shall come to pass, but before then, get any personal belonging from all your 9 brothers," the chief priest advised. Tanko went home, and every day, he would visit the home of one of his brothers in their absence and take any personal thing he could lay his hands on. And because he was so much disrespected and insulted, none of his brothers' wives thought it was necessary to mention his visit to their husbands. "I have everything you need," Tanko said to the chief priest 10 days later. "Take this knife and repeat after me, as I die in pain for the bullying and intimidation I have received for the past years, because of my predicament. May anyone who has ever made a jest of my misfortune in my family be buried and his lineage closed." Tanko repeated the words he was told and slit his throat. And his blood spilled on the ground, boiling with rage.
Please like, share and follow for the next part.